There we go. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday Tech Talk. And we have Eunice here. She's going to go over a couple new things today. Just remember, if you have any questions, please put them in chat. Make sure your microphones are muted. And if you don't have your full name in the participant view, I will DM you just to ask your first and last name in library, just for attendance purposes. So here we go, Eunice, all yours.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Give me a second to get my share going. Hopefully the correct window. So welcome back to Friday Tech Focus. This time we are going to look at a couple AI presentation tools. Whoops. I'm getting ahead of myself. So hoping to eliminate another staring at a blank page issue, I decided to take a look at AI tools specifically designed to help you create a new presentation. I found quite a few out there, but not too many that are completely free to use right now. That may change, but it did limit my choices. If you happen to have a paid subscription to Canva, I understand they've added an AI generation tool there, so I recommend taking a look at that. I don't, so I haven't checked it out myself. First one I'm going to talk about is called Prezzo AI. Note that is not Prezi, Prezzo. It's a very similar name, so it's a little tricky. Informally, I read that Prezzo costs $10 per month to get a paid account. I did not, however, actually find a price list on their site. All I found there is information if you want to upgrade to request a demo. So that's not very helpful, but you can use it for free. It's very easy to create an account with only your email address. You'll have to have that handy, though, each time you log in, because rather than using passwords, you'll have to enter the security code that will be emailed to you every time you log in. They ask a few questions about you, presumably to better help it meet your needs, although there's a little marketing there as well. And there's not very much in the general settings. This is where the action starts, though. The most important thing here is the prompt box. You'll see a few settings on the filter menu here. There are also a few options on the dots menu and on the presentation menu. I'll mention now that you only get one chance at the prompt. There's no ability to edit it once you've had it generate the presentation. If you decide you want to tweak it, you'll need to start with a fresh one. This is the prompt I decided to use. And no, I did not use this to develop the presentation I just did with Becky. It did seem good timing, though, for me to be able to compare since all the information was very fresh for me. And what I really wanted was something pretty generic that I could expect any system to create content for. And this is part of the result. Gave me 10 slides with art and some text on them. No speaker notes. This is all about the design. I also noticed some common AI tells for graphics. Problems with hands and text you can see here. The look and structure are okay, and I'm able to edit it online. I can change text and upload my own images, but there aren't a huge number of things I can do to change the look that I had asked for. There are some quotations and statistics I would need to check to be sure they're accurate. So like much of AI, it's maybe just a help getting started. I'm also limited in how I can use this for display. Either I show it from their webpage or I download it as a PDF. There are at least no visible watermarks to show everyone that you used AI help. And I'm going to do a little click here. This is actually the downloadable PDF. So this is the entire presentation. Just to give you an idea. The change in colors is because I played with the backgrounds after I had it create. And that's it. You can build from a blank slide if you want to add more, just like PowerPoint or Google Slides. Or you can ask the AI for help. You'll want to be very specific with these prompts for individual pages because you're adding on to existing content. And this also, though, gives you a little bit of a chance to tweak what you asked for the first time without starting from scratch. And remember, Prezzo AI is really all about design. I asked it to add a slide with a list of things to not put in an email signature. And this is what I got. Now, it's not a bad look for a slide that I requested, but there's certainly no list there. The other one that I looked at is Send Steps, and they aim themselves at the education market. As well as helping you design a presentation, they offer help making it interactive with things like quizzes. Well, that's cool. Of course, they really want you to subscribe, but the free version gives you a good start. Again, it's easy to create an account. Interestingly enough, this is another service that doesn't use passwords. You'll have to enter a code that will be sent to your email again every time you log in. Here's the main interface. It's a pretty conventional look. There isn't much to do in the profile section. Of course, you see all the places where they're encouraging you to upgrade. And again, there aren't a lot of general options available. The templates I thought were a nice feature for both presentations and quizzes. Surveys are not part of the free plan. Options and users allows you to add others to your license, but that again is a paid option. I didn't play with the downloadable browser add-in, so I can't speak to its usefulness. Customer support just refers you to a support email address, which I thought was a little disappointing. I was hoping for at least an FAQ. You can start a presentation with a prompt, or you can upload another document you'd like it based on. So if you have an outline or something else, you can load that and have it built from that. I use the same prompt as I used with Prezzo AI. Clicking next here leads you through several questions to help you clarify. For instance, what language do you want it to be in? How many slides are you looking for, and about how much text do you want on them? Do you want speaker notes? Do I want to add interactive features? Is my audience business, high school, colleagues, etc.? There were several options there. And what tone of voice do you want to use? Again, several options, whether it's casual, professional, humorous, etc. And then it proposes several possible titles. I kind of like that it gives you those possible titles and that you can generate more right here, or you can just write in your own. You can, of course, edit it later, but I think this gives you a little bit better feel for where it's going to take what you've told it so far. So then after you pick one, click, click Generate Presentation, and it goes to work. Took a little while to generate, not huge, but a few minutes. But if you don't feel like waiting and watching, it also sends an email when it's complete. It presented me with the 7 slides I asked for, with nice graphics, design, and speaker notes. It looks like they might get their graphics from a service. They don't appear to have been generated by an AI, and on some of them you can see copyright statements. Sometimes the layout got a little wonky with graphics. For example, they'd put a text box overlapping part of a graphic that also had text on it. Stuff you can fix, but it's just there. Again, I wouldn't use the presentation without checking all the information, but it looks like a good starting point. You'll notice that you can't get rid of the Send Steps branding without upgrading to a paid license. You're also limited to showing this from their website. No downloads available. Though you can also share a link to someone else so that they can view it. Again, you can edit the presentation once it's been generated. It's WYSIWYG editing with special tools for changing the layout, the theme, and any interactive elements you've included. As you see here, they're working on a beta to export what you've done to PowerPoint. As of right now, it's only available in the paid plan. I don't know if that might change or how well it's going to work. It would certainly, though, be useful to not be limited to showing it from their site, which reminds me, I forgot to show you that. So this would be what the entire presentation looks like. So again, perfectly serviceable. And the notes are nice, but you'd have to change all of that. So you can add more slides. And you can add more interactive options or add them from scratch if you didn't do them in the first draft. And there is an AI content creator to help with either edition. So again, you'll want to be really careful with your prompt so that you get just the part that you want to add to this existing presentation. So this has been interesting. I'm not sure any of these tools is really ready to do more than just give you a head start. There can be a certain value in that, of course. So has anyone else here tried using these or something else designed to help create presentations? Especially if someone has used that Canva tool, I'd love to hear how it works. Or is everybody a newbie in this as I was? Okay, not seeing any hands pop up. Were there any other questions about any of this? Everybody kind of sluggish like me this morning. It's Friday morning, right? Well, if there aren't any questions or if somebody wants to go back and take a closer look at something, this might be it for this morning.
I didn't see any questions pop up, but always good info, lots of fun new things. Everything obviously new to me. I haven't seen any of those, but it's fun to see though. I would love to share with my daughter as she is going to venture into making, PowerPoints for the rest of her life, probably in her
Probably,
life
yes.
and school. So these are always fun. I took notes to share with her. So that's cool for me, myself.
Yeah, no, I think this could be helpful. Of course, I'm one of these people, starting from something from scratch is always the hardest part. So just something to
Right.
get started and
Yeah.
get the ideas flowing is very helpful.
Yeah, like Beth said, lots of good info, but yeah, try like figure some of this out as just, yeah, it's a starting point to get,
Yep.
yeah,
So,
we'll always be learning. That's for sure.
okay. So, if there aren't any other questions, thanks for dropping by this morning. I did not see anything in Prezzo about being able to upload a document, but I may have just missed it. But I don't think it can. I've seen other things that will start with a document and try to at least create an outline. In fact, I think you can even do that with Google Slides. It's not AI, it just takes the main point, it pulls headings from your document. So it's not something I really tried to do.
Question.
You're welcome. Any other questions or are we good today? I'd suggest you really need to just go in and play with them if you're interested. For me, that's always the best way to learn that. In fact, that's why I wanted to do these things. It gives me an excuse to learn new stuff.
For sure. Well, if that's everything then today, we just want to thank everyone for coming, and we will get this attendance marked off and get this video uploaded to our catalog.
Okay, great. Thanks, everybody.